Good morning and welcome to the Daily News. There has been breaking news in the field of biology. Although for years biology has stated that genes control the genetic information, something new has been discovered. A substance called DNA is now known as the nucleic acid that stores and transmits genetic information from one generation to the next. Thanks to scientist Avery, all the information about this DNA has been unearthed. Avery.
Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to share my discovery with you. After researching for many years, many scientists and I discovered that DNA carries information from one generation to another, puts that information to work by determining the heritable characteristics of an organism, and has to be easily copied. These three roles were ones that have always been thought that genes do. Now we know that it's DNA. DNA is made of three parts: a 5-carbon sugar, deoxyribose, a nitrogenous base, and a phosphate group. In DNA, the nitrogenous bases are adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. For these nitrogenous bases to be put to work, hydrogen bonds must form between them. Thanks to Chargaff's rules, other scientists have discovered that hydrogen bonds can only form between adenine and thymine and between cytosine and guanine. This is known as base pairing. Base pairing is the principle that states that bonds in DNA can form only between these certain bases. Also, Watson and Crick have discovered the physical appearance of DNA. They have stated that DNA looks like a wire that has been twisted. Because DNA is so important, more copies must be made. Another strain of DNA is formed in the process of replication. Replication is the copying process by which a cell duplicates its DNA. During replication, an enzyme called DNA polymerase proofreads the new DNA strand that has been made during replication and helps to ensure that each molecule is a nearly perfect copy of the original DNA strand. But because DNA is so precious, it cannot be sent to all cells. Because of this, DNA makes a working copy of itself called RNA. Scientist Braxton will tell you about this from China.
Thank you, Ms. Avery. RNA is known as a working copy of DNA. DNA is changed into RNA during the process of transcription. Transcription is the process in which part of the nucleotide transfers amino acids to ribosomes during protein synthesis. Although the makeup of DNA consists of hydrogen bonds of adenine and thymine, RNA does not contain the nitrogenous base thymine. Instead, hydrogen bonds form between adenine and the nitrogenous base uracil. During transcription, a similar enzyme to DNA polymerase, called RNA polymerase, binds to DNA and separates the DNA strands. Also, there are three types of RNA: messenger RNA, transfer RNA, and ribosomal RNA. Messenger RNA is an RNA molecule that carries copies of instructions for the assembly of amino acids into proteins from DNA to the rest of the cell. Transfer RNA is a type of RNA molecule that transfers amino acids to ribosomes during protein synthesis. Ribosomal RNA is the type of RNA that makes up the major part of ribosomes. These types of RNA work within the process of translation. Translation is the decoding of a messenger RNA molecule into a polypeptide chain. These polypeptides help make up proteins, the key to all living things. During transcription, promoters, which are a region of DNA, indicates an enzyme where to bind to make RNA. Promoters ultimately tell transcription to start. Codons are a major aspect of transcription. Codons are a three nucleotide sequence on messenger RNA that codes for a single amino acid. But also, there is another aspect that plays a major role in transcription. Anticodons are a group of three bases on a transfer RNA molecule that are complementary to a messenger RNA codon. Codons are made up of three nitrogenous bases, a combination of guanine, cytosine, adenine, and uracil. Then these codons make up an amino acid in which they make up a polypeptide chain. These polypeptide chains then form a protein, in which is the goal of transcription. Thank you, Ms. Avery.
There you have it, folks. DNA is the ultimate carrier of genetic information. We would like to thank Ms. Avery and Ms. Braxton for coming and informing of their and other scientists' new discoveries. We will be back tomorrow with another discovery that we will be revealed at this time tomorrow morning. Thank you for tuning in and see you tomorrow.